Yo, welcome. Um, got a trade. Currently 6:36 a.m. Tuesday, July the 11th, and we are looking at Aussie dollar. I'd like to bring up all of the top six real quick before we begin anything. Of course, going to the full hour slash daily. I'm currently bearish on the dollar, right? The DXY is currently bearish, and we can see we're bullish on euro, not really bullish on Aussie, and extremely bullish on pound. There's a lot of strength inside of the pound and the other pairs, but notice the reluctancy to stay in that strength, right? Aussie is already telling you it's trying to turn over. So when I go to this current 4 hour candle that's still within the five, right? Because the main volume is going to usually be within inside the 9 a.m. candle because that's where the New York is. But the 5 a.m. candle usually sets you up. Okay, so notice how the bottom currency pairs are currently bullish. Which one's the strongest pound? Which one's the weakest? Uh, I would say Aussie. But where we're going to um pay our attention to, or what I'm trying to pay attention to, is these lows, right? These lows finally being swept right here. They actively are as it turns 637, right? Pushing the dollar down lower. You're gonna get a reaction here out of euro. Okay, Aussie is not gonna give us a reaction as well. So I have to be careful here because within my position, right, it can be good in positioning, but the timing can be bad. So I feel like I got a somewhat good position. I feel like I got a somewhat good timing. I was also going to break down the reaction of the supply that I've seen right here on the 5 minute. It's also evident as well. Believe on the 30 minute, right? We have this candle. 15 minute, we also have this candle scaling in, right? As I go lower and lower, we did contact into the zone. Had a break. But was this clean enough to give you enough profit as we, retrace back into drawdown? And I did add another position here, and price came back down. Being aware of where we are, actively where we are. I see we're below the aqua. As long as we stay below this aqua and don't close above, and the dollar doesn't get too crazy, I mean, it doesn't continue to crash down too hard, because if volume is smashing the dollar down, obviously it's going to give strength to the currency pairs, especially how the pound is so strong, right? Euro's going to react because of the dollar, that's obvious, but how does the Aussie dollar react? And is it enough strength to sell it from where we currently are in this position? I think we're positioned correctly. Once again, I believe the area where I'm currently trying to sell is not bad, but the time, right? Is this the correct timing of the position? I don't really know. 5 to 10 minutes ago, it felt good, and it kind of still is somewhat feeling good as we're breaking below the aqua, we're breaking below the 50%. So the bears are becoming to come more in control as we react here off the opening daily level. Right here is that pink line is. We want to see some price shoving down, price moving down. And I'm holding my mic right now, so if you hear some other things, that's me holding it, moving it. But let's talk about where my targets are, and what I'm really trying to do with this trade, what I am really attempting to do with the trade, as in terms of targets. I want to take this as my usual A range break, meaning these dashed lines representing the top of the bottom of the Asian session. I'm focusing my entry at the bottom of the Asian session. My stop focusing at the halfway point, risking 10 points. I want to go for 20 outside of that. So, right around this area, my second target, and right around this target being 10 pips and 20 pips. Big volume picking up now. I'm noticing, right? Big volume, reaction. occurring. Like I said, the volume shouldn't be going too crazy on the dollar. I want to see a teacup kind of false breakout in a sense, sending strength back into the dollar, giving weakness back to all the other pairs. Don't really see how pound dollar can just violently go this strong without any type of pullback. Without any type of pullback. Come on now. The euro did its thing. It's been doing its thing. And it's strong enough to continue to pick up. Oh my goodness. Time I keep coming back, it just looks so evident. Don't flunk this. Don't flunk this. In good profit now. We're in um, momentum here. Trending from a 4 hour perspective. Now, I want to see it stay down, right? Stay down. Yeah, look at the volume. Look at the momentum. Stay down. That's exactly what we want to see. Even potential to add another entry as we position here. That's what I'm gonna do here. Rather than set up my magic key. Because I'm gonna add another position at the closure of this candle, depending on how far down it begins to close. Just grab some stop. And I can actually adjust the stock correctly. But the stop's gonna go above structure point. I'm gonna risk another 0.5%. That's a big counter close. Kind of want to go ahead and enter it now. Let me be patient. How much time we got left? We got another 60 seconds or so. 65 seconds until the end of this candle. So I'm gonna wait, patiently wait. But this is just very evident to me. I mean, it's just so strong. The trend so strong, and the price action, the market structure. Only thing we're waiting on is to see the dollar give us that actual reactment that we want. Only thing that really isn't, look at gold selling off. If I wasn't an Aussie dollar, I'd definitely look at that price action on gold. Ooh, ooh. I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm not gonna mess with it. Like when you're trading gold, you need to be giving it all your attention. I don't like to be cross trading gold because gold can move. Gold can move and come and snatch your shit right back so fast, boy. I don't know what can happen. You know what I mean? So it's important to pick your targets. Get that counter close like we did. Boom. Is that a 4? Bro, no way that's 0.5%. Oh, well, that's 0.5%. I guess I definitely just into it with another 4 lot size. That's freaking crazy. Hmm. Well, we're in big boy heavy now. Now I was just about to say what's important to utilize the targets that I say I'm going for, make that actually be the target. So when price comes down to this level and actually goes for 10 pips, make sure I'm actually closing. I'm gonna close 50% of all my position, not just my top position. 10 pips from pretty much where price just was. What is that? 6,618, 6,620. That's what we're gonna mark. 50%. And let's hope we didn't shoot ourselves in the foot with that timing. We got the impulse that we wanted, but notice how my emotions got me entering another position. I got 3 groupings of worth of position. I had my first initial one, the second one that I had on the sell stop that I got activated right here, and then this last one that I just entered based off the 5-minute candle closure under the 13 EMA. Just trend on trend on trend type of vibe. Creme de creme. I had to put my mic down. Got tired of holding that thing. I was holding it the whole time I've been talking. 10 minutes I was holding that dang thing. Good price action. Good. Great price action. Only thing, gotta make sure there's no demand. There's no demand in here that price tries to react off of and try to go back up. Stay down. See the dollar. You want to see the dollar pick up strength here. It swept the low. Take off. Take off. Take off to the moon. Once again, I'm targeting 10 pips. The low. Why is there so much going on? I say, why does this one got so much going on, but not the others? $10 pips from this low. Can we get 10 pips, please? You know what I'm saying? 10 pips. That's all we want. That's all we want. That's all we want. AUTP 1 hit. Going for 10 pips on the A range low. Right now, everything just looks great. I can't even get AUTP 2. Because I'm leveraged so high, I actually am thinking about, because I don't want to sit here and watch this trade. I want to be able to do other things, and it's gonna hit it. And I don't want to feel some type of way. I want to see if I want to close more. See how much profit worth I'm actually gonna have. This is gonna be 400. So 400 plus another one of these is 800. Plus another one of these is 1,000. So minimum 50% is gonna close me out a percent. Nice. I don't know. I'm gonna close out a little bit more than that. Right now, my emotions. I think it's important to feel safe with your emotions and the way you trade. So for me right now, safely it feels good to close out 75% of my target, the way I trade and the way I'm doing things. So I'm gonna close out 75% and literally leave 25% holding until I get another signal to at least close. Right? So instead of me being in profit 2% and only gaining less than half, I want to gain more than half. Right now, that feels comfortable with me. Feel like get consistent in doing this over and over and over again. And that consistency builds more strength to have more faith, right? Builds more courage, builds more confidence. Consistency comes from confidence. Until the consistency builds more confidence, I got to build it up. All right. So, let's see how this is. Let's see how this is. definitely say I feel comfortable putting all of the stop losses here. 66780, 0.66780. Actually do that for my phone because it's easier to do that for my phone. Feels good to just be floating randomly in profit a percent. You know what I'm saying? I am leveraged a good amount here. Probably leveraged at least 1.5. At least. At least here. Okay. Getting the push that we want to see. Look at euro dollar. Maybe euro dollar looks. I want to take euro dollar. I can't. There's a lot of things you want to see. I be seeing sometimes, but I've found the importance of staying still. And what I mean by that is when I've been given directions, or if I'm awaiting directions, and if I see a direction, go with it. Right? Be patient. Do what you're supposed to do. Don't be trying to do too much. Be too sporadic. Be moving around doing all this stuff. No, follow along. Flow. Right now, that thing is flowing, boy. That thing is flowing. Nice. So I was looking at this thing for a while too. Kind of skipped my routine a little bit just to make sure I didn't miss it. I entered early, closed out, but when Brian took right here, that's all I was talking about timing. I was a whole 15, 30, 45, 60 to I was around 75 minutes early. My price is just now beginning to break back below 700, which is our real kind of main focus point because that is the area where we have our A range low. Okay. Um, Gumpe. Yes, sir, man. This thing just looks ever so fluently, eloquently, just moving along. Just moving along. This would be my TP3 right here at the one. So that's what I'm looking for. Well, that's not what I'm necessarily looking for, but I'm looking for other areas. I was about to say that's what I'm looking for right now. I'm not looking for a target, a TP3 necessarily, but I'm looking for other areas where price can read, um, in this case, have a floor, have a rebound, have some demand in some type of areas. Why? You know what I'm saying? Type deal. This one to me marks the spot. Look at the volume in the count. That's how I know I'm in the right trade. Now I really feel good about my trade. The size of this candle, and I'm in a good position. Look at positioning. Positioning, man. Positioning. Oh, oh man. That just looks good. That looks great. I'm gonna adjust my stop loss here. We can just continue to flow. Continue to flow. I'm trying to see. What's talking here? What's talking? We're eating straight through whatever I thought would have been some, man. Keep pushing. What I'm talking about, man. Look at that 30-minute, 15. Look at that price action. It's not like we're getting a full hour. Look at that, man. The rejection from that. Come on, man. Wick me in, coach. Wick me in, coach. Come on now. Upper percent. I could easily get 5% off this trade if I wait to see TP2. No, I don't have the patience for that. I'm not gonna lie, my emotions are not with none of that. I'm happy with closing out my little one and some change. Volume really hadn't even kicked in yet. That's the crazy. It's coming now though. I brought the EMAs back up because I was trying to see if we had any crosses under the 100 EMA, which this 15-minute candle closure right here, the last one, I might end and as it's actively breaking it now. Boy, there go that volume. Here comes the volume. I might have entered in exactly where I was supposed to. That I did actually. Sheesh. Sheesh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm about to see this thing. This thing's about to straight smash through my CP one, my target one. Watch. Here goes the spread. Look at that spread. I don't know if you just saw these two yellow lines get bigger and further wider from each other. That's the spread opening up. Here's the volume at 7 o'clock. Any news? I hope not. Here's the dollar picking up strength. Here's euro breaking down. Thought about selling pound dollar just because. But that's why I don't know if you heard me say that earlier. You don't never want to take a trade just because. There are several times where things will look so evidently strong to you. Like I can obviously see I should be selling XXX USD pairs. But if I'm more focused on one than the other, don't be neglected. Don't be into a point where you're like, oh, I know this is gonna sell, so I'm just gonna sell it and not pay it no attention. No, that's not the right mindset, and that's not the right emotional mind state you want to put yourself in when it comes with trading. We're getting like just straight. Look at that. Just look at that volume. Just do your thing, man. Just do your thing, man. I ain't hating. None of that. Alrighty. Here comes the tough part. For me at least, is being in profit, being massively in profit, not moving my stops to break even, right? Not stepping on my toes with my profits too early by closing too early or doing this and that. Being consistent with the analysis, with the flow of the movement. Unless I get an actual reasoning to close, which for me will be a cross back above the 13 AMA, which for whatever time frame and trend I may be on. Oh no, did I just move that? Oh, I did. Oh no, that's no. I saw me drag it. Okay. Come back over here. Come here. Yeah, that's my first target. Second target is supposed to be here. All right. Well, first off, what I would just like to say how beautiful this market structure is. Oh, great. Price is reacting to the break of the structure. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. No reluctancy, no pullback, just straight gone. Just straight gone. What I mean by that is price is gone. I might be up a full 2%. $1,000. Yeah, me closing 75%. Of $1,000. 75% of $1,000. $750. I'm gonna close out literally $750 minimum right here as it reaches my first target. I'll let the rest ride. Half of me just wants to just let it ride, just continue to let it flow, but my emotions are not strong enough for some reason. Even as I see it pull back now, I'm like, oh. Half me in the there's a ghost, not a ghost, but there's a voice in the back of my head said, "Put your stop at break even. Put your stop at break even. You can't go broke taking profit." But I know for a fact that even if price comes back up right now, I am going to stay in the trade. I am going to stay in the trade because that's what it did on me the first time. I was in drawdown for a good little minute. The timing is huge. I feel like the timing is right. Now I just gotta make sure price. Am I being too greedy here for what I say is right, aka trap me for when I want to close out of the market? Is that in enough right of a spot to where it's not greedy enough to where price is gonna pull back and go the opposite direction? Right? Is this area right here good enough for price? Actually, let me move that back. Let me move this one. Oh, look at that. That volume. Is that volume? I believe that's some volume. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Come on now, don't you be shy now. Don't you be too shy now. While you doing your thing, volume. Oh man, this is a good point where I'm talking about greed. Mm, mm, mm. There are certain positions that I don't necessarily want to be in drawdown from. For instance, this bottom one down here. Price comes back up. I'm just gonna have to let that one go. But I believe we're gonna. What is the price at 666,643? I believe we can break through this 600 floor. Um, within the first 5 minutes of the hour, though, that's huge. Brand new hourly opening count. This market structure here on AU though is something serious. I may have to close out 50%. I'm not gonna cap and just be more patient. Cause good grief. It's floating 2%. Floating easy. Feel comfortable. Feel proud of myself. Now I'm not gonna lie, as I'm sitting here looking at this floating, it's taking a lot of me not to just manually close it myself. I'm trying to be patient and let it hit that level. But I'm trying to. This is what I was saying. Is this is that zone where am I being too greedy, or do I have the right amount of patience? Because boy, 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 mm, 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 that's tough. What I will go ahead and do is move my SL to entry position. So even if price does decide to go back right here, I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh god, it hurts. Oh, this hurts. I'm not gonna lie. Nah, I did it. Close custom. Okay, so I closed 25%. So I'm gonna delete the partial. Instead of 75%, I closed 25%. We're gonna let it ride. Now what that means is it didn't hit my area, but it is pulling back to a point to where it could come all the way back to my positions and stop me out. I have to be okay with that. I'm only okay with that if I took something off the table, which I took 25% off. So I'm a little bit mad that I took off early, but at least I now feel comfortable with my emotions. You have to. That's what I learned with trading. Do what feels right with me. Do what feels right to you, but still follow your rules. Still follow the guidelines to where you're not just being subjective to your own wants, and not what you necessarily need to be doing to elevate your trading. That makes sense. So I closed out enough to be in profit for $190 for the day. 25%. Like I said, we're still floating here. The goal is to sit here and watch price break the 600 floor. So I can close more off. Or we just wait until price hits that target, that second target level. But I believe this is a good stop point to stop the recording. We've been 30 minutes in. See where price is. Real interested to see where price goes from here and how I react to my emotions to where price goes from here. Because obviously there's some supply pushing price down right here. I caught the supply. Actually, I caught it. Yeah, there it is right there. I caught the supply. So now, you know what I'm saying? How do you react out of that? How do you react out of that? But yeah, man. My real target zone right here, at least minimum. Down in here. See if we can get in here. But let's continue to go. Appreciate you all. Love and peace. You're welcome. We're back. Very similar in profit range. I was almost just at 2% again. Very different situation. Very different situation. Current time is 7:43, standard time as you can see. And this time we actually have an engulfing candle that we're crossing over. Last time, as we look over on this side of the screen, we just had price breaking down, giving us volume engulfing. These are engulfing candles as well because they're breaking these bullish candles with volume. But this one is an actual pullback retest. Now we're breaking structure again with heavy volume. So now this is even heavier of a move. As we go over to the other things, the others, you can see that the dollar is finally, as I go to the 30-minute time frame, finally trying to push over the structure here. Euro is gone. Euro is just falling. I actually had a trade open on. I was just gonna show you it, but it just closed. I had a position open, but I closed out of it early because I was talking about focusing on one thing. That's what I wanted to do. I risked 0.5% and ended up just closing the whole thing. That thing just fell. I left the point on one, and that thing just fell. Just absolute falling. I'm waiting on AU now to come along. Here we are, almost at the lowest point of the point in time of us trading it. Actually, no, this is the lowest point, highest point in profit. I did add some more positions. You can see I added a sell stop here, and I'm market executed here. We have now hit that A range low. We're gonna let it ride. We're gonna let it ride at least to right here. And what I'm gonna do is gonna be a little bit interesting because I'm gonna be closing certain positions more than me closing whole percentages. Like for instance, these lower positions, these ones, and this 2.15 is gonna go first all together before anything. Like not gonna cap this lower one. As soon as it gets to $50, like this, let me see if I can grab it. We're in volume right now. We're in heavy moving volume. We're pushing. What time is it? 7:46. Brand new opening on this 15-minute candle. We're going to let this continue to breathe. We're going to get some more movement here, of course. What we've been waiting on. It's kind of cool. I started the recording here. We're getting it live. Like I said, but certain positions are going to go before the other. And just in case news comes, I'm going to get the good old handy dandy magic keys. And we're going to put SL at entry. And I'm not going to cap just because I'm feeling well. We're going to close that lower one. Just because we close something, right? You're not leaving no profits on the table. What you think this is? All right, we're going to hope this volume just continues to flow here. Continues to overwhelm the market. This is our ultimate target. I really don't think we're going to get down here. I'm going to end up closing majority of my positions right here. I'm already up 2%. Just holding. Once I get to 2%, my emotions more than once I get the 4% just floating, my emotions more than likely are gonna start floating. $2,000. This is great. That sells the entries on it. Entry is hopefully on everything. Let me see. Oh, entry. It's not doing it. It's okay. Not gonna lie, I want to close half now, but it's important to hold certain positions. Close out the certain ones that are not necessarily as close to price, just in case of reluctancy of a retracement. So this is the hard part again, holding. Holding the money. Holding the bag. Don't fumble the bit. Look at Euro just falling, just absolutely tanking. Giving strength to the dollar here. This is what we want to see. Man, I should have held that Euro position. I'm not mad that I'm grateful. In fact, I'm so grateful. I'm going to continue to look at what's in front of me. Look at this massive profit. Don't fumble this bag that I got right here. Don't fumble this bag I got right here. Let's continue to be right here. Yep. Seeing more movement here. Ah, man, this hurts. I'm not gonna lie, I want to close half right now. I really do want to close half. But I'm holding. There we go. Get that push. I want to at least get to that 618. That's where we really want to get to. If we can get to that 618, and close like 75%, I'll be straight. You know what I'm saying? Closing 75% right here. My hands off the mouse. There we go. Just kind of watch here. Watch price do its thing. Beautiful price action. I am seeing the dollar here hit a ceiling right here on the 5-minute. So be aware of that as our price continues to drop. Let's hide that so we don't psychologically get warned by that number. Man. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I closed half. Couldn't do it. I closed half there. So now, and after I close half, what I can do in this lower position is go ahead and really close out that lower position so that doesn't really get in the way of my emotions. Now let me close half there. I know I at least closed a percent, so I'm up a percent. Right? Very nice. Yeah. Floating a percent in profit. Still want to get to that 618. Let me get to that real target. This green line right here is our 1-to-1 target. So let's break this down since we've closed. I ain't even worried about my emotions really anymore. Break this down, what we've seen and what we are and what we've closed at and what we've done. So this main arrow that's pointing right here is a closure that happened beneath a certain structure point, and where I'm using this blue box to represent. This bigger yellow box is representing a supply, aka a ceiling that I wanted to see price respond off of, and that is this counter right here on the hourly time frame. Notice we came up here as soon as price had a point where it was weaker than stronger. And just for visual purposes, if you aren't able to see it, that's when this candle, for instance, closed below that candle like that. and then it did it again. It retraced straight back and then closed again, and then price made a lower point, lower high, and then a higher low. But I'm not about to do that right now. That's not what I want to do. I was kind of showing my endpoint. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Right, the main goal, right, and the main strength of my trading is gonna be from me uh winning more than I'm losing, aka gaining more than I'm losing. So for me, my trouble and my problem has never really been with winning and with finding trades and entering. As you can see, I have entries up here, and then I got greedy down here. That greed down here is causing the other side of that greed reflection down here. So you want to, or my goal is to have more patience to where I even have higher entries up here to have lower exits down here. Right, buy high, sell low type deal, but literally and actively in my trade. That's what's going to grow my profits. So where I'm getting at is, regardless if I'm focused upon the A range breaker where this white dash line is right here, right? This white dash line is where price is going to be an A range, and we broke down, retested, and left again, right? These entries up here aren't bad, right? But any exit that's above this green line, which is what the 1-to-1 is incorrect. So now that I have my first one here, it's okay to have a checkpoint at the 618 here, like I do at the partial TP, because that's a checkpoint. But any exit that is not below here is incorrect, right? That makes sense. That's what I'm training myself to do. No more random BS exits. Let myself if I'm closing 75%, that means it's gonna be 15% left. It was all 14%. And that should leave just 1% left. I'm training myself to just be the best version that I can of myself. What that means is just letting stuff grow. And I watch myself surprise myself. Watch me surprise myself. Because as I'm seeing more and more things, I'm like, oh my goodness. Me looking at this right now, I can see that this is a whole nother engulfing, breaking, right, structure. I can add more entries. No, why would I add more entries when I have plenty of successful, sexy, beautiful entries up here? Just let them ride, man. Just let them ride. They're already at break even. They're not at break even. I tried to do it. Magic Keys, I guess, are struggling at that standpoint, but I can fix that. You know what I'm saying? Do the right thing by having the right patience. I've secured a bag. I've secured some profit. And total profit is 843 and walkout profit 703. That's over a whole another percent. Could close the bag with 1,000 right now if you really wanted to. You really could walk away with 400 right now. My emotions are really, really wanting me to. I'm not gonna lie, my emotions are really just like close it, bump it, bump it, bump it. I did it. It's that easy. Now, can that hurt me? To a certain extent, yes. But it is more important than anything, and I cannot stress this enough, to follow your emotions. Feel good. My goal is to always feel good. Me taking profits at certain areas that feel good to me um, can save me in the long run. Because if I'm scared and I'm closing, taking all these random exits, then that's gonna hurt me. It's really gonna hurt. So I'm sure price will eventually roll back down. But if price comes back up and gives me another opportunity, that's another opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to end this video Come back with a market report later. Great action, great entries, great patience, great profits. Another day, another bag secured, man. Another bag secured, bro. Let's pull it up real quick. Let's pull it up real quick. Hold on, man. Let me see. What is it called? Blue Guardian. They're making me log in. That's making me log in. That thing look nice, man. That growth look nice, man. Up a nice 4%. Today's profit up a nice 2%. Cruising, man. Really cruising for real. Real for real. I made more yesterday than I made today. I could have made more today. I'm just feeling good with it. I'm just 2%. I'm good. I'm gone. I'm gone. Taking it. I don't even gotta take another trade for the week. It's Tuesday. I can enjoy my day off tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I can enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Not even trip. With price pulling back. I ain't even got a trip. I made my bag. You know what I'm saying? I made my bag. Let's go, man. I feel good though. Feel good. Feel good. You hear this? You hear this energy? You hear this state? This is where you want to be in to keep this with your trade. Don't let any all the don't get caught up in the noise. Either take what's given to you or walk away. That's what it done. And I'm taking it and I'm walking away. I'm out in the bag. Feel me? Peace and love. See you at the market report.